everyone, I'm Sean from SG District Homes, and today I'm going to do something different from the usual home video tours or educational videos. This is a result of the numerous feedbacks I've received from my clients and the viewers from the YouTube channels. And most of the clients who know me, they are aware of my previous profession as an architectural associate, and they knew that I have a design flair for landed housing and interior design. And today we are doing a series of videos called Reno Ideas, and this is a sharing platform to share with homeowners like you who have purchased your resale properties or even a new condo or HDB that has just achieved its TOP status, and you are intending to maximize space or to beautify or enhance the value before you move into the house. So let's start with episode number 1. First and foremost, the main foyer area, or known as the main entrance area, which is the first place that greets your visitors and guests and yourself when you come back home from work. And you would like to have a good first impression when you invite your guests over to your house. And when you open the door, you would like it to have a good sense of space and natural lighting into this area. So what I do with this main foyer space is to make it look as big as possible by breaking down the dividing wall between the foyer and the kitchen space right beside me. So you actually open up to the open concept kitchen, and at the same time you have a clear view of the living hall space. Over on this side of the wall, most often it is a space for the shoe cabinets for you to wear your shoes before you step out of the house. And instead of buying those movable furnitures, you can have it built in. And what I did with this shoe cabinet is to elevate from the floor by another 15 cm so that you have space for you to put your slippers and your more frequently used shoes as well. And on top of that, you have space for you to put your ornaments or your display items or even your family photo frames. Well, this is something that's optional but for you to consider. I added right beneath the shoe cabinet is a strip of LED lighting as a form of a night light or cold lighting. So when you come back home late from work or in the middle of the night, you need to have some sense of space and direction. You can switch on this light without disturbing the rest of your family members who are sleeping. Welcome to the living hall area. I would say this is one of the more important areas in the household because this is a place where you can chill and you can relax. And this is also the area where you entertain your guests. And you will want this space to be as spacious as possible so as to accommodate the number of guests. Likewise, the approach for this living hall is minimalistic, where you are free from clutter so that you can have ample space for free play, whatever furniture that you like to buy for the season and for your own family requirements. So first and foremost, the TV area or the TV console area. So the conventional way of having a TV console area is that you have your low table with all the electronic items and the equipment for your subwoofers, your sound bars, and even your hi-fi system. But I decided to do away with the TV console table and decided to have everything that is built in. Some of the stories that I heard before, that you have kids or visitors who accidentally knock over your subwoofer. So likewise, I decided to have everything that is built in, and I approached one of the vendors who actually did what we call the stealth acoustics. It is a very similar approach for cinematics, where you have your built-in subwoofers, your stereo speakers, as well as the central speakers into the walls and ceilings. So just to let you know that there are two left and right stereo speakers. You have the central speaker right below it, and as well as the two subwoofers right at the corners, and with all the hidden wiring that goes back into the sound system. And on the ceiling, and there you have what we call the top stereo speakers. So you enjoy a stereo sound system as though that you are watching in a cinema. Usually when you want to have a wall-mounted TV, you need to have a strong brackets right behind the TV. And for my approach is that I do not want to see the brackets on the sides as well. So having a similar system, I decided to buy something what I call the Samsung The Frame. So it acts as a form of art gallery to showcase your photographs, and it's tucked to the wall by doing a crevice right at the back where it houses the Samsung hub, where you plug into all the HDMI connections and the Wi-Fi. At the same time, it's also connected to the hi-fi system. And therefore, the brackets also sit nicely within the crevice so that you do not have anything jutting out of the wall. Next, the balcony area, which is just next to the living hall. And the good thing about staying in an old development is that the management, they allow for homeowners and residents to enclose this balcony to be part of your living hall extension. Additionally, I've used sliding windows because for the homeowners, you can actually slide the windows all the way to both ends so that you have a clear unblocked view of the exteriors and the estate greeneries. The good thing about these sliding windows, you can close it so that you can fully air condition this space. The usage of Venetian blinds is really to give a sense of a character to this house. And at the same time, it is easy to maintain and it doesn't collect as much dust as conventional cloth curtains do. For the lightings in the balcony area, you can use what we call the wall-mounted lightings, and for this I called it the eclipse but in a square form, so that the light doesn't hit into your eyes directly, but it gives that kind of aura around it. Nowadays, a lot of interior designers like to use false ceilings in the living hall and the bedrooms to accommodate the cove lightings. But over the years, I also realized that not only does it compromise the ceiling height, the false ceiling also become a haven for lizards and unwanted insect bodies found and collect dust over the years. So having these maintenance issues could be a concern for many homeowners. If you wish to put a ceiling fan for your household needs, then having a false ceiling might not be a good option because it will further compromise the height as well as the structural integrity of holding the ceiling fan stand. And what I did with this apartment is, rather than having a false ceiling, I have all the recessed down lights at the peripherals using all the L-box to conceal the wiring and conduits. Next, you do not wish to have the air conditioner located right above the sitting area or the sofa area, because when there is an airflow onto your face for a long period of time, it gets very uncomfortable for you and your guests. So you have to pinpoint and to tell your builder where do you wish to put your main aircon, so that it can also sufficiently cool the air quickly. Thanks for taking your time to watch these videos, and I hope that it will benefit you as you plan for your home renovation. And if you like videos like this, please remember to click like and subscribe to my channels, and I will look forward to see you in my next episode of Reno Ideas. And I'm going to showcase different parts of the house to further enhance its value and the pragmatic approach to your storage needs.